Okay, our next step, once you've got all your materials and you have everything all lined up, we are going to take and trace this once you have it perfectly centered. Before I do anything or before I move it, I want to trace it really good so it's got a dark line. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. Now our next thing is we have to find a center on this. So we're going to have to measure across to find center. Well, I'm just about 11 and a half, so I'm going to go with that. So what is half of 11.5? Well, we know 6 makes 12. So we're going to back it up a bit. And I'm going to say that 5.75 would be half. Okay. And I'm going to measure it both ways. And I'm going to use that line. And I'm going to mark it on the 5.75. And there's my mark right there. That's my mark. Okay. Go ahead and do that next. Okay, so once we have that done, then we're going to go to the next part where we're going to take our line and we're going to measure all the way across. And I've got my little dot right there, so I'm putting that on the dot. I'm going to hold it right there, and I'm going to go lightly first. And I'm going to draw a line across. Okay, so that's 1/2 and 1/2 makes a whole. Boom. I should have been a math teacher, but I can't add in my head to save my soul. Okay, so I'm going to go and make the other half. So now I have a 4-piece pizza pie. Okay, these are quads, all right? In each quad, we have to take it to thirds. We have to put 3 pieces in each of these quads like we did with our notes. So I'm going to push pause and wait for you to catch up. Okay, back at ya. Guess what? I don't have a protractor. So I've been running around the house. What can I use to make 3 equal pieces here? So what I discovered is if I take my ruler and I go to the edge of my ruler and I put it on a line, and if I go to this, because I need 3 parts to this quad. So I'm going to take that ruler, I'm going to run it like this because I'm a visual learner here. And I'm going to mark, here's my 0, here's my 3, they're on the line. And I'm going to mark at the 2 and at the 1. I just think I made equal parts. Okay, without that protractor, which is breaking my heart because that is one of my most favorite tools. Truly is. I can do a lot with a circle and a protractor. So now if I line this up as I'm against my ruler, the point is right here, and I got my 0 mark right here. I'm going to run from one end to the next end. I should have a perfect circle, and I can do both pieces of that side. So again, right in the center, on that mark, moving it up. Here we go. We got this. Okay. Gonna make it happen. Going across, going down. Okay, so my pie, it's pretty good. Wish I had a protractor. Okay, now I'm gonna flip this, and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing on this side. And I'm gonna put the 0 mark here and the 3 mark right there. Okay, I'm gonna mark it on the 1 and mark it on the 2. Okay, I'm going to use my center there. Going to put this right here. I'm going to go straight across. Put this on the 0, because I know that it's 12 inches, a little more. And I'm going to run my line. 1. My last 2 lines or slices are going to be made. Boom. A little bit off, but it works. So here's what we're going to do next. Because this is our color wheel, we've got a couple things that we're going to do. We're going to recreate our color wheel. So I'm going to have you do this. Notice that yellow is at 12 o'clock. You set it this way. Yellow is at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to turn so this matches. And I'm going to write yellow right here. Really nice. I'm going to say that yellow green is going to be in this piece of that pie. So yellow green's going right here. Green is going to go right here. And I'm writing on the outside. So yellow, make it yellow. Yellow, green, green, blue, green. Okay? And write them so you can see them. And I'll push pause. Okay. So we have labeled all of our color wheel. We're on the outside. We printed it out really nice. So we know now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you a picture of some pizza. Boom. So here's, we got pizza that has, oh, let's say we're looking at pepperoni. We've got black olives. We have green peppers, mushrooms. There's pepperoni on there, but sausage. There's sausage on there as well. Now, those of you that, no, can't do that one. You could go and switch it up, or you could go straight over here and you could find just a strictly easy peasy one. So you could actually do a pepperoni. All right. Here's one. Has a little bit less on there. Go down until you find one that looks like is a pizza. That's the pies, that's the pizza for you. Okay. This one's got a little bit of sausage and pepperoni and cheese. Now, I have a granddaughter that would eat this one in a heartbeat, but she wouldn't eat anything else. Here's strictly pepperoni, it looks like, with probably 2 different types of cheese on there. Okay, so back to our screen. We're going to go back, and we are now going to create those pieces. So I put together, I got some scraps here, and they're multicolors. They're just pieces of paper I have. They're kind of thick. Cardboard would work. I wouldn't make it too thick because it's harder to cut. But the first thing I need to do is I need to make something look like pepperoni. So we know that we want to have pepperoni. So I'm going to take, I found this, and I'm going to trace, because we're at home, we don't have all those luxury of all those tools that we have in the art room. But I'm going to trace this. I could even take that lid off and I could trace it even better. But I'm going to take, and I'm going to cut this out, because this is now going to be a pattern. And I'm going to cut and try to keep it a perfect circle. Although when you bake pizza, pepperoni is no longer a perfect circle when it comes out of that oven. Oh, it's curled up and it's got beautiful crunchy parts on the edge. Yum, yum. We actually had a Godfather's last night, so this is where I got this thinking. So I'm going to trace these, and I'm going to have them cross over my pizza. Okay, so that's one. Now I'm going to make I'm gonna make mushrooms because I do like my mushrooms. And I'm gonna put it in the corner of this paper. Okay, so I'll put this underneath so you can see it on the video. And that it's gonna look like this. And I'm gonna trace that. I'm gonna cut that out. It's about the size. Mushrooms can go any size, really. You can go really big on those, or you can go really small. Okay. And I'm gonna cut all the way around. Okay, so I have a mushroom now. Now I'm gonna get, I think I would like to have olives. Gotta have an olive. I love my olives. So I've got to find something that's a smaller circle. Okay. This is a little bit smaller. Okay. And that would be my olive. I have to have onions too. I'm big on my onions, and I know some of you probably are not. My daughter had a real conniption anytime we put onions on anything. I'm gonna trace this. All the way around. Now I have a center hole, but I think if I just use this to trace, so I got olives, mushrooms, pepperoni. I need to have green peppers, and I like sausage, and I love bacon. So both of those two things I need to make yet. Okay, so if I'm gonna do sausage, it's gonna kind of look like this. Okay, and if I do little pieces of bacon, they're gonna be like that. But these two things don't necessarily have to be traced. These two things would be easy to make and repeat. And those could be freehand, because I know you guys are very good at drawing. I have been seeing your work for about several weeks, but if you want to, you can trace them. I'm just gonna make a really irregular shape, and I'll probably trace it. And I don't have to think as I do it. So I'm gonna do that. So here's my sausage, all right? So here's what I will do. For this one, I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna say that this is my crust, so I'm gonna trace my pepperoni here. So the first one I'm gonna lay down is my pepperoni. I'm gonna put that pepperoni thick, because I love pepperoni on every bite of a pizza. And sometimes when you get pizza, you get more than one on a slice. So let's say I just kind of rotate back and forth. And I'm gonna set this on. Now, mushrooms are also gonna be put on here. So, and you notice I'm crossing over the lines, and I want to. Okay, so there's my mushrooms. Here's my olives. Now they're gonna overlap. And remember, this is olives, so I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna go like this. And that would be an olive. Here's my sprinkles of bacon. And you know, that is so little, I can just go like this. And I can go like this. And I can go like this. Now my sausage, I'm gonna build that guy up. And he's gonna go like this. Okay. Now I need a mushroom down here too, because I gotta have a good bite. Now every slice should be a good bite of something on there. So when you take a bite of this slice, you should have a good bite of something. All right. So I've got pepperoni. I need an olive on this one. I'm gonna put that like that. That's looking like two really good slices right there. So I'm gonna let you draw that out. And then the next time around, we're gonna take it to, this will be all done. Then we're gonna go to paint, but don't work ahead. All you need to do for the next video, I will show you what we'll do with the painting. But this needs to be all the way around, okay? So